say in Lionism, if I say in Lionism, that you hear what you say. In Lionism, okay, I already know those are activities because of people who didn't talk here. In Lionism, when you say we serve, or treasure, you already know now, the ones I have. So, we serve. I said we try to make life meaningful, better for everyone. And to the extent that the person we say we serve will not come back to us to say thank you for what you did for me yesterday. We go to the depository, authority in Akure to go and give them to make life better for them. All of the things that Lions Club did during Yuletide and New Year, during Christmas celebrations and New Year, none of the inhabitants of the depository come back to us to say thank you for yesterday. You know that clearly disobeys the law, our own axiom in Yoruba land. Anytime she will go land to Quebec, go that benefit ọlọ́ṣà kó lẹ́rù lọ. But if the Lions Club members máa ń ṣe Lions Club máa ń ṣe orin sí, wọn kì í lè máa bá wa pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àwọn. That is raw service to humanity. And that is why we pride ourselves as the humanitarian organization that serve humanity proper. Waiting, our guests are coming in, chairman is there, chairman. This occasion is the Honorable Commissioner for Finance. We have a lot to say about Honorable Commissioner for Finance. We have entered into one agreement tonight. I said when I call him, he will stand. And when I ask him to talk, he will talk. Because I pride myself too. He's a commissioner. And his own type of commissioner, his own person, is the only commissioner in this state who has served two different governments. I thought we would clap for him. He has served two different governments. The only citizen of those states who has served, and he's the only commissioner, only person who has served, who is serving the third term as commissioner for finance in Ondo State. I think we can also clap for him. If something is not, there is something in Wale Akintelewale that we have to know. We'll talk about it. We have to obey him because I pride myself too. As he commissions the economy of Ondo State, the finances of Ondo State well, I also have the privilege, the rare privilege of saying, please, Mr. Governor, address your people, and the governor of Ondo State will agree with me that it's time for him to address the people of Ondo State. So I thank God for it. So, Commissioner for Finance, when I call him to come and sit in his seat, he will definitely obey me because I have the microphone. I think somebody will clap for me. So that is it. We are supposed to, members of Akure Prestige, we are supposed to hear talk. I have your hope on the time you came. And you don't need to waste till when I will be asking you to come and pay 1,000 naira for late coming. Because when I ask you to come, just introduce yourself before I start to call you. Just like Baba, like Bobo, sorry, Moginu. Just like Bobo, you give you assignment, you must deliver. Then when you deliver, it gives you more. Welcome, Adiam, Guardian Lion for Akure Prestige Lions Club, Mama Lion Quinsley Adedipe. You're most welcome. You see, I won't leave the Adedipe alone until I shall introduce somebody. So that those of you who are in Akure Prestige Happy Lions Club, you will know there are already two Imisi Okuni, Imisi Obìnrin, president of Akure Professional another great man, the director in Ondo State Internal Revenue Service, Lion Adedipe. And you see, I mentioned Akure and the Lions Club. Wherever Adedipe goes, Akure follows him. And those of us who want to learn and learn well in Lionism, we ask, we follow them, though we're not in me, and I know they are Akure of them. Yet, I always start from his wisdom. I'm glad to present to us another leading light in Akure this time. Somebody who had served as the Statistician General of the state, and in fact, the second person to serve in that position this day, that is a retired permanent secretary, in Ondo State. It was a past region. When you say you are a region, you are moving towards becoming district governor. You had served as club president, served as group chair, and served as past regional chairperson. Welcome, my dear brother, leader, Lion Dayo. Very good, and most welcome. Last year, there is a high chief in Akure Kingdom. He served as the region chair. With him when he was serving as region chair for region 8. I was serving as region chair for region 7. He would say, Bode, Ara, he was always pulling me along. Welcome, Adia Chief, Lion Chief. He's also a retired permanent secretary. Are also people who have one thing or the other doing. They're not just anyhow person. Nevertheless, profession is not our career. When they sing songs, we will get to know that. Welcome, Lion Olufemi Chief. I think I should stop at on Akure, but because it's the sponsoring where we have a guardian lion, the club to which that person belongs automatically is the club. The club also has I have my immediate past president, Lion Timitope Agbele, as immediate past president of Akure and most welcome, sir. Welcome the district governor. This is your seat, but you want to meet the leaders.
Enlightenism, we stand. Together, we stand better.
The chairman of this occasion is hereby called to join the business table. This is my honor and privilege. While the Honorable Commissioner for Finance. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We met the afternoon, sir. Of all I have said, whether it's in order or not in order, so that I wouldn't need to repeat myself all over again. I want to invite the guardian lion of Akure Prestige Harding Lions Club, past district governor, Adekunle Adedipe, to call this event to order.
Today, 144 years ago, a little boy was born. He was named Melvin Jones. He was born a visionary, a dreamer, a game changer. Through him, we have what we now call Lions Club International. 104 years ago, this idea has germinated, and we are celebrating his birthday today. What a beautiful day for our great prestige. Can we have a clap? Thank you. The presiding officer, who is the chairman, Mr. Even though I struggle to call you honorable, you keep correcting. What I can tell you, my district governor, the guest speaker, who is the area leader, who will be joining us via Zoom later tonight, district governor and his spouse, who are on the way, past district governors, special guests, guests of honor, region chairs, both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Great lions, my fellow members of Akure Prestige Hybrid Lions Club. I can see you shining. Tonight is your night. By the power conferred on me, at exactly 7:28 p.m. this day, 13th of January 2023, I hereby call this program to order.
Please shall rise for the national anthem.
When I attend my Lions Club and break the bread at the table, I give a million thanks to God to know that I am able to meet there with my fellow man. Relax and play and sing to hear the speakers of the day, the fine thoughts that they bring. I realize that I have a part in caring for the blind, also the underprivileged. Let's keep them all in mind. Now, as we do our daily tasks, pray God will do them greatly. Then liberty and intelligence will be our nation's safety. In Lionism,
the Lions Club International Purpose: to organize, charter and supervise service clubs to be known as Lions Club, to coordinate the activities and standardize the administrations of Lions Club, to create and foster a spirit of understanding among the people of our world, to promote the principle of good governance and good citizenship, to take an active interest in civil, culture, social, and moral welfare of a community, to unite the clubs in the bond of friendship, good followership, and mutual understanding, mutual, to provide a forum for open discussion of all matters of public interest, provided, however, that partisan politics and sectional religions shall not be debated by the club members, to encourage the service-minded people to serve their community without personal financial rewards, and encourage efficient or promote high ethnic standard in government industry, professions, public, work, and private endeavor. In Nionism,
code of ethics to show my faith in worthiness of my vocation by industrious application to the end that I may merit a reputation for quality of service, to seek success and to demand all fair remuneration or profit as my just deed, but to accept no profit or success at the price of my own self-respect lost because of unfair advantage taken or because of questionable act on my part. To remember that in building up my business, it is not necessary to tear down others, but to be loyal to my clients or customers and true to myself. Whenever a doubt arises as to the right or exit of my position or action toward others, to resolve such doubts against myself, to hold friendship as an end and not a means, to hold that true friendship exists not on account of the service performed by one to another, but that true friendship demands nothing but accept service in the spirit in which it is given. Always to bear in mind my obligations as a citizen to my nation, my state, and my community, and to give them my unswearing loyalty in words, acts, and deed, to give them freely of my time, labor, and means, to aid others by giving my sympathy to those in distress, my aid to the weak and my substance to the needy, to be careful with my criticism and liberal with my praise, to build up and not to destroy, in Lionism with serve. Thank you.
The chairman of this occasion, region chairpersons, cabinet members, cabinet officers, chief launchers, past region chairman,
co-launchers, guest of honors, club presidents who are here, members, officers and members of our great prestige Lions Club, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, charter presentation of Aquarium Hybrid, a great prestige hybrid Lions Club, and the formal inauguration of Lion Dr. Ilesami Misi as the charter president of this great association. Please permit me, Mr. Chairman, to recognize briefly some of our leading lights who are here tonight. I'll start with you, Mr. Chairman, the top flight leader, Mr. Wale Akintanewa. Please, a round of applause for our chairman. Second time today to stand before my district governor and present him once again. That's exactly what I'm doing at this hour. To present my district governor once again to this August occasion. Lion Anon Ayawu PMD. You present the first vice district governor and her amiable spouse as they are coming to the business table. Please. Past district governor Adekunle Adedigbe. Welcome the first vice district governor, Lion Dr. Kuforola Jegede, PMDF, NSCR. Please, a round of applause for her. Past council chairperson, PCC, Olumiwa Jegede, PMDF, NSCR. You are most welcome, sir. Together. Go straight to welcoming the Garden Lions. For I like and we want, with the permission of the chairman, call them the Garden family of this great club, because the two of them are the Garden Lions. If we turn to Big 12, the past district governor Adekunle Adedigbe, PMDF, NSCR. You're most welcome, sir. Please let us applaud them. And also Lion Quinsley, the Abbot Adedigbe, PMDF, NSCR. You're most welcome. We appreciate you. This on that table, the region chairperson for Region 8, Lion Dr. Elchadai Ing, you're most welcome. And the region chairperson for Region 7, Lion Tony Olayinka, you're most welcome. Some of our guests are coming in. We want to welcome especially the Senior Special Assistant to Mr. Governor on Finance, Mr. Ebenezer Adekusibe. We most welcome, sir. Please, a round of applause. The man who is representing the good people of Ilagia 1 constituency, the Ondo State House of Assembly, the Parliamentary Secretary, the Ondo State House of Assembly, Honorable Prince Abayomi Akiniton, distinguished member, you're most welcome, sir. Also, going straight to welcome, though he's a lion, but what he's been doing for great prestige needs utmost recognition. Despite the fact that he's a Lion member, but we keep appreciating him for what he's been doing for us. He's the chairman of the Gabon Hotel and Towers, the man who has been giving the allowing a great prestige to use this facility for their regular meetings and fellowship. Most welcome, sir. Thank you so much for your kind attendance. Some of our co-launchers are already here. They welcome Mr. Bode Owoyemi, the MD of Duke Light Construction. You're most welcome, sir. Thank you so much. And also MD Dortmund and Co. Limited. We appreciate you. All members of Akure Prestige, are you there? No, you are not clapping. You don't. Shola, you're most welcome. Lion Bossede, Lion Chief Bossede, past region chairpersons, you are welcome. Time to greet all other members of Akure professionals. Please, a round of applause for them. I shan't do the recognition all at once because we need to recognize, but more importantly, before I invite the chairperson of this organizing committee to help me welcome the chairman and all of our guests. Iyajomi, St. Michael's Anglican Church. Ìlàrámọ̀ mi yìí ní káàbọ̀ iṣẹ́ o, ikú ìtọ́jú president rẹ̀ o, bá a pàtẹ́ ó kéde ìyẹ́rì àyàn tí ó yẹ. Thank you so much. God bless you, man. We appreciate you. Thank all of you for coming. At this point, Mr. Chairman, with your permission, the person who will welcome you better than I can do, the chairperson, charter presentation and fundraising committee. Call her the first lady of Akure.
The chairman of this charter presentation, Mr. Wale Akitenwa. Our area leader, Area 8 PCC, Sir Edu, who is joining online. The district governor, District 404, A1, Lion Anyanwu. Our past council chairman, PCC Lion Olumuyiwa Jagede. Welcome, sir. Yes, sir. The chief launcher, the first vice president, district governor, Lion Ofoworola Jagede. Welcome, ma. The co-launchers, guests of honor, Lions leaders and Lions president, other invited guests, pressmen, ladies and gentlemen. I warmly welcome all our distinguished guests, Lion leaders and members, ladies and gentlemen, to this beautiful evening and an event to lend our helping hand to yet another humanitarian cause. We have a 3-in-1 program, namely the charter presentation of the club, installation of the charter president along with other club officers, and fundraising of 20 million naira for our club 2022-2023 service year project. I welcome our guests coming outside the state to Akure City, the capital of the Sunshine State, the home of hospitality, of the best pounded yam in the West, and vegetable delicacies. Lions Club international history in Akure is dated back as far as the mid-80s, with the chartering of Akure Lions Club closely followed by Akure Owena Lions Club. Since then, Lionism has grown in leap and bounds, and the impacts are everywhere in the state, with major footprints in health, education, feeding the poor, and other humanitarian services. Today's program has been well packaged to awaken the humanity in us and to solicit your support to improve on our service delivery through your generous donations, while also allowing us to socialize with our fellow man, relax, play, sing, and tell the speaker of the day the fine thoughts he brings as enriched in the Lions prayer. Lions Club is about leading by example, building strategic relationships, and improving the world through kindness offered through service. Lions Club's platform offers us the opportunity to show kindness to the needy, the less privileged, the weary. That is why you are all invited here tonight to support our noble project. In Lions Club, our service is our heritage. Together, we serve better. Good evening, and you are all welcome to an evening with the Lions of Akure Prestige Hybrid Lions Club. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, sir, please permit me to recognize one of the guests tonight who is also a member of the State Executive Council of Ondo State, but unfortunately, though he is represented by one of his officers. Unit is represented by that's Mr. Babajide Akeredolu, represented by Mr. Iwa Akinkunle, that's the Chief Administrative Officer. You are most welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you. At this point, this great honor and privilege to have the microphone passed to the chairman at this point for the chairman who would like to come here to come and give his address. I'm so glad. Clap for me now. I said it that I want this chairman to come out and...
Good evening, everyone. Let me welcome all the Lions leaders and permit me to use the district governor, Lion Anawi Ayawu, PMDF, NLCF, as a point of contact to all the Lions leaders here present. Lions members, distinguished ladies and gentlemen who are seated here tonight, let me welcome you to this gathering of very distinguished personalities here this evening in the capital city of Ondo State, Akure. I'm most delighted to be in the company of the largest service organization in the world, the Lions Club. I had the privilege of watching the club closely as I have a couple of friends who are Lions leaders, and I see clearly in them their undying passion and commitment to better the lives of people around them and make their communities better. The government on its own cannot meet all our teeming citizens' needs, considering the economic challenges the country is facing. The national debt is rising and revenue is dwindling. But I believe we can all cooperate, collaborate, build a bond of fellowship and mutual understanding towards service deliveries in our society. I want to appreciate Lions Club for some of the strategic projects in Ondo State. Without any doubt, the Millennium Eye Center is one of the very beautiful structures we'll find in our Unimed Teaching Hospital today. And this is courtesy of the Lions Club. The Kidney Dialysis Center is also another very notable project that you cannot deny the fact of its existence within that complex. And this is because the Lions Club chose to put it there. Thank you very much. I'm also aware that you have embarked in the past on the renovation of schools, and you've carried out a lot of medical outreaches, which includes a lot of several cataract operations and many other laudable projects, which are testaments to the value your organization has added to this state. We thank you very much for that. I must also commend something that is yet to be fully adopted in our national polity, which is the orderly sequence in which governance and succession in Lions Clubs is orchestrated. This is very noble and it's very unique. This shows the quality of corporate governance at play at all levels of your organization. Today presents us another opportunity to add our weights and God's given resources to support another humanitarian cause. Our current Prestige Hybrid Lions Club are ready to serve and better their community. We all can support and collaborate with them in their quest to deliver impactful projects. We are face to face with this humanitarian platform, which we all can key into. And all we need is to join them and build few more projects that will make our society a better place. Again, so that I don't bore you this night, let me welcome all of you, our distinguished guests, to this chartering of the club, investiture of officers, and fundraising. Together, we can all surely serve better. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. To Paxton, which the Lions Club that have accomplished. More importantly, when Lion Dr. Furola, Decadent, our district governor. This one time invite a district governor, the quiet, hardworking, diligent, Ayahu PMGF NSL, District Governor for A1 Nigeria, for his remarks and proceed to do the 3-1 program altogether. Thank you so much, sir.
I'm not going to allow any interpretation today. The chairman of the occasion. My first vice district governor. My past council chairperson and the pioneer district governor of District 4 before A1. My past district governor. My region chairpersons, my club presidents, past officers, my distinguished guests, the chief launcher, my honorable members of the House of the State House of Assembly, and I want to greet specially our landlord, the owner of the Jifu, and a member of the Korodu Lions Club. I know there is a big fight between some clubs in Akure here to bring you back home, but Korodu gave me specific instructions not to allow you to go yet. The members of Akure Hybrid Lions Club, the charter president who were inducted today. Fellow Lions, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My speech is actually written, and the speech is to congratulate the charter president and members of Akure Prestige Hybrid Lions Club and assure them of the support of the district as they strive to achieve the 5 service areas of the Lions Club International, namely sight, diabetes, pediatric cancer, feeding the hungry, and environment. But I would like to say that today is a very auspicious day. As a guardian lion, one of the guardian lions and past district governors, PDG Adeleke has said, today is a special day. It is the birthday of Mary Jones, the founder of Lions Club International. If Lionism was Christianity, today will be our Christmas. Again, it is an auspicious day because this event happens to coincide with my regional invitation to the entire Region 7 and 8. And today we have had opportunity of seeing the impact that the Lions Club in Ondo State are making to humanity. We have had the opportunity of commissioning many impactful projects. So I want to also use this opportunity to salute all the lions in regions 7 and 8, starting from Akure and extending to Owo and Ondo. Congratulations for the good job you are doing. These good jobs are no doubt a result of the great leadership that you have. A pioneer district governor and PCC, and his wife, the first vice district governor, a past district governor and his wife, who is a cabinet member in our current cabinet. I want to salute them for the foundation of leadership they have laid in these two regions and for continuing to support the development of Lionism in this area. The chairman mentioned two great projects that were done in Unimed. And I want to confirm that these two great projects were attracted by these two sets of great leaders. So please salute them on my behalf by giving them a round of applause. Akure Prestige Hybrid. Today we commissioned a project which they sponsored at the Ministry of Internal Affairs at the Immigration Office. And I do assure you that from what I observed from that commissioning, that a new Lions Club is in the making. And I've told the president of Akure Prestige Hybrid to make that club a specialty club. That club will be a club of immigration officers only. And I've also asked them to serve their community, which is a community in which they exist, and the community of immigration officers. So at this juncture, I want to congratulate our incoming president, chapter president, and all the members of Akure Prestige Hybrid Lions Club, and assure you that they have been built on a solid foundation and they are going to excel. Thank you very much. So having given my remarks, but you can come. Having given my remarks, the next thing to do is to sign a book as he comes on board to deliver the lecture. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, sir, we would have a very brief lecture, and that lecture is going to
Professionals who were put together by my friend and brother, past district governor Adekunle Adedipe, and you've come of age so quickly. Is taking place on an auspicious day like this. Today happens to be the birthday of our founder, the posthumous birthday of our founder, Melvin Jones. It gives me great pleasure that you invited me. I feel privileged that you invited me to play the role of guest speaker at your first outing. Unfortunately, I must apologize for not being there in person. As you know, a lot of arrangement had gone into my attending in person, but due to health challenges, the doctors don't think I am fit to make any trip out of my home. This evening, I'm going to be speaking on something that reflects who we are as Lions. I have had the privilege of being part of this association for the last 37 years. 37 years by the 17th of this month, which is just a few days away. I joined this association as a youngster, as a university undergraduate. I joined this association in the youth wing and progressed to where I am today, privileged to serve as the area leader for English-speaking Africa. Fellow Lions, friends, guests, patrons who are here today. But Lions are not philanthropists. We do more than philanthropy. We serve. That's why our motto is simple. We serve. Lions don't just care. We go the whole hog to take action. That's why I'm going to be speaking to you this evening on a topic dear to me. Lions don't just care, we act. Or giving serious consideration on how to do something in a way that avoids damage or risk. Care amounts to preserving something, thinking through, deep evaluation, empathy, planning, bringing resources together just to make sure that the ultimate goal is preserved, is not damaged, or the object of the care is not put at risk. In addition to being a community of over 1.4 million carers worldwide, we do more than care. We take specified steps. This year already, in our current fiscal year, which began on the 1st of July, over 5 million Nigerians have been touched by the work of Lions. Over 5 million beneficiaries of the action that Lions take to serve their communities. So Lions don't just care. Lions don't just think. Lions don't just empathize. Lions don't just bring their friends together like we brought you together. We commit ourselves to taking steps to ensuring that whatever is wrong is made right. That's who we are. Lions came together for the first time on the 7th of June in 1917. Originally from Arizona, but who made Chicago his home. Melvin was born on the 13th of January 1879. He had a byword which has become like a mantra for Lions. You can't get very far until you start doing something for somebody else. Lions Club came into existence at a time of great financial and economic turmoil. For those of you who are students of economic history, the Lions Club came into existence in the midst of the Great Depression, just at the end of the First World War. 1917 was a time of great uncertainties, and Melvin Jones was doing very well in his insurance agency and was part of an organization known as the Business Circle of Chicago, in downtown Chicago, that met at lunchtime, business leaders who met at lunchtime to talk about how to advance their businesses. And many of you gathered this evening fit into that category of people who gather and network together on how to make your business better. But you must have heard the saying that the greatest threat to the wealth of the rich is the poverty of the poor. When the poor rise up in their poverty, they threaten everything the rich have put together. And the business circle took note of this, and they came together and restructured the organization from being a business association like the Chamber of Commerce and made it the first Lions Club, now known as Chicago Host Lions Club. That was the first ever Lions Club. Lions does not refer naturally to the animal in the jungle, the great mammal in the jungle, but it's an acronym for Liberty, Intelligence, and Nation State. Where every man is free, that is liberty.
and every man has access to information, that is intelligence, our nation's safety will be guaranteed. You can only guarantee the safety of Nigeria, of Ondo State, of the southwestern part of Nigeria, of Africa, of the world, if the poor in our midst are free, are unshackled from the challenge and the scourge of poverty, and if they have access to education and information that makes them better. That's the target. That's our mantra. That's what we live for as Lions. To show our rapid expansion as an international organization, in 1945, the League of Nations invited Melvin and his colleague, the first president, Frank P. Woods, to serve as consultants to the United Nations to draft the non-governmental organization charter of the United Nations. It is that charter that governs how UNESCO, UNICEF, Food and Agriculture Organization, and all the other NGO arms of the United Nations are run today. So Lions Club has an observer status at the United Nations because of the pioneering work of this gentleman. It gives me pleasure to present to you the man who started it all. Never forget, as brand new Lions, that you're walking in the shoes of a great man. Melvin Jones did something remarkable. In all his years as a Lion, this club was formed in 1917 and he passed in 1961 at the age of 82. He never served as a club president. He never served as a region chairperson. He never served as a district governor. He was never the international president. He didn't do it for the fame of office. He did it because of impact. Melvin Jones served, he abandoned his practice as an insurance broker and went on to become the permanent secretary treasurer of the association, what is now known as the executive administrator, the one who runs the office while people hold big titles. He chose to serve. He served to the end. In 1958, the International Board of Directors voted that he should be designated not just secretary treasurer, but he should be designated as the founder of our international association. Happy birthday, Melvin. May God bless you in the great beyond. In 1921, at Cedar Point, Ohio, USA, shortly after Lions Club had spread into Canada and other parts of the US, an advocate for disabled people, a woman who turned blind and couldn't speak, couldn't hear at the age of 19 due to a bout of illness, Helen Keller, was invited to address the International Convention of Lions Clubs International in Cedar Point, Ohio. There she challenged us to become Knights of the Blind, to do more than our bit, to make sure that no one goes blind due to preventable blindness. And that where the person has gone blind already, but it is reversible, to take steps to reverse blindness. Friends, Lions all over the world have touched well over 30 million persons and reversed blindness for those 30 million persons. We have committed over $2 billion to fighting preventable blindness. We have come up with technology that makes it for you to conduct a surgery, cataract surgery globally. Our cost of a cataract surgery is $15. In most parts of the world, a cataract surgery costs $200 per eye. But Lions have developed the technology to ensure that cataracts are removed for just $15. We have been active in eradicating trachoma, especially in the Horn of Africa, in Ethiopia, in Somalia, in Sudan, in Eritrea, in areas where trachoma is most endemic. In Nigeria alone, we have contributed over $6 million with an initial $3.8 million US that was put together to fight onchocerciasis, river blindness. That's the kind of action Lions love to take. We have gone in the steps of Helen Keller And let me bring us closer home. The gentleman you see on your screen is best known for being the doyen of the accounting profession in Nigeria, Akintola Williams, a commander of the British Empire and an officer of the Federal Order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He gathered his friends in 1964, actually in 1963, but the club was chartered in 1964 like your club is being chartered now. His friends and business associates who were working on the island in Lagos, he gathered them into Lagos Lions Club, now known as Lagos Doyen Lions Club. Today we have active 12,000 lions and leos across 400 lions clubs and more in Nigeria. And we are following in the footsteps of our progenitors. In 1968, Lions Clubs International founded a grant-making arm whose job is to go after donations that is from the rich, that is redistributed to poor and needy areas. It's our grant-making arm. Lions Clubs International Foundation has become so efficient at managing resources that so many international organizations are partnering with them, like Johnson & Johnson, like Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They are partnering with them to expand our reach and our impact. The Financial Times of London has voted this organization, LCIF, as the most donations are given to us in administrative expenses. Every other thing goes to the public. The public is able to receive the bulk. It's not like some foundations where they are very efficient with the management of our resources. And let me add here that we have mobilized directly over $1 billion through various campaigns, through our Melvin Jones Fellowship Program, towards site conservation, towards diabetes prevention and awareness, towards preserving the environment, towards fighting hunger, and towards childhood cancer, among many other projects. In addition, we've developed a unique program for young people working to reduce the scourge of childhood cancer, which is growing in leaps and bounds, even in Africa. And of course, preserving our environment for generations yet unborn. I'm just going to quickly round up by highlighting some of our acts of kindness, because Lions act. We don't just talk, we walk the talk. I'm going to share with you some of our acts of kindness in recent times. We have so many projects, but I just picked a few that might excite you, because I want everyone who is listening in the audience today to make a personal decision to be part and parcel of the work Lions do, either as a member or as a contributor to our programs or to the fundraiser that is going to be taking place today. We built the most grand kidney dialysis center and renal institute in Nigeria and commissioned it last year. It's at Lagos University Teaching Hospital in Ibiaraba. LUTH has the highest traffic for kidney care in Nigeria. Unfortunately, because of that traffic and the dearth of equipment, LUTH also has the longest waiting list for treatment or for dialysis. And typically, people who need dialysis will typically need between 3 to 4 sessions, or at least 3 sessions a week. Some don't get to have more than 1 session a month because of the waiting list. So we invested close to $2 million in building this edifice and equipping it and making it a research facility for kidney-related diseases. We've replicated a smaller version of it in Akure, the Lions Dialysis Center in Akure, which is already in use, which was commissioned by the governor last year and is already in use. Also, to reduce the death, to mitigate the death of dialysis facilities and the laboratories. You know, after every dialysis session, blood samples are taken and are tested in a laboratory to see if the effect was achieved. This is what we do in these centers, both in Lagos and in Akure. Recently, flood ravaged different parts of the Niger-Benue basin, and Lions rolled out the drums, rolled out the resources, and served over 7,000 internally displaced persons in Kogi, Anambra, Bayelsa, and Rivers states. This is instant impact. We didn't just provide them with food and mosquito nets, we also carried out a medical mission in each of these IDPs to make sure that cholera was not coming with the flood, diarrhea was not coming with the flood, malaria was not coming with the flood. So we ring-fenced those IDPs and ensured that these persons don't just have access to food, but also have access to healthcare, even while they were in the camps. We recently commissioned the Lion's Eye Center at the Central Hospital in Warri. Lions Clubs International Foundation extended over $60,000 in support of this construction and equipping of this eye center. Recently, the Lagos State government came to commission their school that one of our clubs in Antony Village rebuilt, the Simon Lions Club in Antony Village in Lagos, because the school was dilapidated, the roof had gone off, the kids were sitting out in the elements, and the Lions stepped in, and we built this fantastic primary school block. We recently delivered to the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital in Gwagwalada a ward for children suffering from cancer. And also an extension is being built now for the parents who come to offer care, who have to come with those children. So it's a childhood cancer facility in Gwagwalada in Abuja. We have built an eye center in Ota. It's a massive eye center in Ota where over 500,000 people over the years have enjoyed eye screening and eye treatment. And it's the same thing that is just beginning in Warri, like I showed you earlier. We just renovated and equipped and trained the staff of the Comprehensive Eye Center at the General Hospital in Atosuba Ero in Osogbo. So it's now called the Lions Comprehensive Eye Center. We stripped the building, rebuilt it, equipped it, sent their staff to the Advin facility in India for training, and provided them even with motor vehicles for going on eye missions into the rural areas. Including the Millennium Eye Center. Our partnership with the Millennium Eye Center in Akure began extensively when I served as district governor, and we ran a series of cataract surgeries with the kind assistance of the eye hospital. And we went on to equip by providing them with equipment like tonometers and other such equipment to equip and upgrade the eye center. And most recently, we rebuilt their facilities for them. This is an ongoing partnership in Akure, where you all are currently located. In addition to these diverse projects, I could go on and on, I just picked very few. Lions also invest in ourselves through various leadership programs, leadership institutes, things we do to ensure that our members are on the cutting edge of leadership development, of technology, of service. And that's why we continue to be the global leaders in humanitarian service. We have 1.47 million members globally. The nearest to us has 1.2 million members. That's our senior brother, the Rotary International. This speaks for how we have deepened our presence in so many communities globally. We are inviting everyone that is listening to me this evening to be part of this movement, the movement Melvin Jones began. It will be my pleasure to meet you in the nearest future and to share some of your testimonies of great service through Akure Prestige Lions Club. I thank you so much for your time, for listening, and I wish the new leadership led by Lionel Lesomi a great time, a great service here. I'm looking forward to seeing some of your success stories being shared on the international platforms. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Enjoy your evening.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to bring up again now for the ceremony the district governor. And while the district governor is making his way here, I'd like to introduce the chairman, the deputy chairman of Akure South Local Government, Honorable Gbenga Olaniyi.
Allied leaders, fellow lions, distinguished guests, the reason why we're here, the time has come. There are three things we need to do. The first one is to charter the club. The club is already chartered by Lions Club International. But we have to present the charter certificate. So I would like to call the guiding lions to come out and receive the charter certificate of Akure Prestige from the international president at the time the charter certificate was issued. And it says, "Dear Charter President, I am honored to present you with the official Lions Club Charter, and I welcome you and your fellow club members to Lions Club International. You have become a part of a community that is 1.4 million members strong, and through 48,000 clubs is serving more than 200 countries and geographic areas. Together, all Lions are united in the spirit of we serve, as we make a difference in communities around the world. Your sponsoring club will continue to be a great source of support and guidance as your club begins to plan, prepare, and perform service. As your club grows, I hope you will continue to seek new members who share our vision of service to ensure that your club remains healthy and vital for years to come. You are joining an association that connects Lions around the globe who are committed to dedicating time and effort to address challenges in their communities and throughout the world. Lions at all levels of the association are committed to helping you and your club succeed. Again, congratulations and welcome to Lions Club International. Thank you for giving your service from the heart and joining us in our efforts to make the world a better place for all people. I know you play a significant role in helping those in need. Yours in service, Douglas K. Alexander, International President. Then I present the charter certificate.
Pretending day by day that someone somehow will soon make a change.
The International Association of Lions Clubs Charter, to all to whom this present shall come. Greeting. Know ye that the International Association of Lions Clubs has granted, and by this present does grant to the members whose names are herein are fixed, and to all regularly elected members and their successors, this charter fully constituting them a local club under the name and title of the Lions Club of Akure Prestige Hybrid, sponsored by Akure Island. Located at Akure, Nigeria, with all the rights and privileges given to members of the International Association of Lions Clubs, according to the rules and regulations of the Constitution and bylaws of the International Association now in force. or hereinafter enacted. This charter shall be in full force and effect from the day of the date hereof, and for such time as the members of the local club shall conform to the laws and rules of the International Association. Otherwise, this charter shall be revoked. In witness whereof, the International Association of Lions Clubs has authorized its president and secretary to affix their signatures and cause the seal of the association to be hereunto affixed this 5th day of April in the year of the Lord 2022, and is signed by the trustees. Congratulations.
We can't let them suffer. No, we cannot turn right now. They need a helping hand.
To the president also, this, oh no, this is mine, sorry. So having presented the charter certificate to the charter president of the club, we will now recognize the guiding lions. And there's a long letter here, but I'm not going to read it, so that we'll have time to raise the money that this club needs to do its service activities. So the first letter is to our PDG, and this is a letter accompanied with the guiding lions pin. And mommy, this is your own letter accompanied with the guiding lions pin. And for giving back to this club, this is your certificate for giving back to this club. And this club is a privileged child because we don't have asked for better parents. So congratulations. Again, this club is lucky because other clubs, some of them are not born by mommy and daddy. But this club is special. It has a mommy, it has a daddy. So mommy, congratulations. May I call on the president of your club, sir, to come out and receive the badge for sponsorship. For your club, you have given back to another club. Congratulations, sir. Item on the agenda is to have all the members of Akure Prestige Hybrid as members of the Lions Club International. Prestige Hybrid Lions Club. Because it is a hybrid club, their meetings are attended both physical and online. As a hybrid club, when you are meeting, those who are not physically present will join you virtually. And that is why we are a greater club than those of us that are fully local. You will never have challenges with paying your international dues. That is my prophecy for your club. You know, past international president Alexander Douglas, when he was signing the charter certificate, he said, if you don't do otherwise, your charter will be revoked. And one of the ways of revoking your charter is when you do not pay your international dues. So, I also hope that those in diaspora are joining us virtually. So, you have undertaken to join the biggest humanitarian services organization in the world. We have undertaken to join an organization with the best code of ethics in the world. We have undertaken to join an association that not only cares for acts in serving humanity. So having fulfilled all conditions for admission as charter members, by the way, all charter members are the first subscribers of the club, and any member who joins within 3 months of the issuance of the charter. So having fulfilled all the conditions for becoming charter members of Akure Prestige Hybrid Lions Club, and by the powers conferred on me as the district governor of District 404 A1 Nigeria, I hereby induct you as charter members of Akure Akure Prestige Hybrid Lions Club. Congratulations. So having inducted you, I would like to call my first vice district governor and my 2 region chairpersons to come and help me decorate you with your Lions pins. And I will ask that you wear your pins with pride. We have joined an international association of 1.4 million people spread over 200 countries and territories. And anywhere you go, you will always see somebody looking at your pin and saying, oh, you are the Lion. And once that recognition comes, you can be sure that they have become an honorary citizen of wherever that is. You will get all assistance you need from other Lions in that locality. So congratulations. Members who are seeing us online. I do assure them that I have forwarded their pins online to them and they will receive them. But the physical pins will be delivered to the president, who will give it to them at the earliest opportunity to meet, either at the international convention in Boston or when any of them show up here. So your pins are with your president. And there are other paraphernalia of membership, including your certificates, your membership cards, and your discount vouchers will also be handed over to the president on your behalf. President, after the fundraiser, I'll take time and sit down and sign all of them so that I can deliver to you. Ceremonies, you come and collect it. Your certificate, your car sticker, your discount voucher, your pin, your your welcome kit. I leave all of them with the president. You will collect them after the ceremonies. So, congratulations once more on becoming members of the biggest service organization in the world. The only NGO with United Nations affiliation. So you're welcome aboard. Thank you so much. Those of you who are officers can remain. Those who are officers can remain. Officer. The secretary. Well, the secretary is joining us. That's fine. The treasurer. Okay. Which one is the membership chairperson? It is chairperson. What are the board of directors members? The members of the board are also online. Okay. So, you all have been elected officers of Akure Prestige Hybrid Lions Club. So let me start with the first vice president and the second vice president. Their major jobs are to act on behalf of the president when he's not available. And the job of the president is to make sure that the club is run with the chief executive officer of the club. He's the one who will run the club. But if it's not there, the first vice president will act on this. And in the absence of the president and the first vice president, the second vice president will act. Your second set of assignments is that the president can delegate to do any of his functions. So, by the powers conferred on me and district governor, I want to install it as first vice president and second vice president of Akure Prestige Hybrid Lions Club. Congratulations. Congratulations. The secretary. Oh, the secretary is online. Do you have a second secretary? Okay. As a hybrid club, they are fully covered because it's easier for you to do your minutes and the secretary makes it available as soon as the meeting is over. So, secretary, your job is to take the minutes of the meetings, give the documents of the association, call the meetings of the association on the request of the president, take all correspondences, and I'm sure we are ready to do this. So, I hereby induct you as the secretary of Akure Prestige Hybrid Lions Club. Congratulations. Now the treasurer. No association survives without resources. So the job is like that of the lifeblood of the association. Without money, an association does not exist. So you have been elected treasurer of Akure Prestige Hybrid Lions Club. In that position, you will be the one that will collect all funds coming into the association. You will be the one keeping records of all the funds you receive. You will also be the one keeping the funds you receive safe. You will also be the one disbursing the funds under approval of the board of directors and the club and the president. You will also be the one giving a financial account report of all the increments and all the outgoings. The ready to do this? They are ready. So therefore, I have the honor to induct you as the treasurer of Akure Hybrid of Congratulations. The membership chairperson of the club. The job is to recruit members for the club, to assess potential members, to confirm that they are fit and proper persons to join the club, to ensure that there are people who are ready to serve, people who are ready to conform with the ethics and purpose of the Lions Club International. Before a member joins you formally, they will have attended training. They will have assessed him in character and in his capacity to contribute of his time or treasure or talent or all three of them. And to ensure that when they are having services, we invite potential members for them to come and experience the kind of thing that we do. Are you ready to do this? It's great fine. Therefore, confer on you the position of membership director of Akure Prestige Happy Lions Club. Congratulations. Marketing service. Service is the reason for our existence. So, in conducting service, we do a needs assessment to be sure that the service you want to render is the service that is packed. Are you ready to do that? I require you as a service chairperson. The members of the board of directors in diaspora, online, are hereby admitted to their office. Please, you can go. Who is going to read the citation of the president? I ask that his citation be taken as read, so we quickly induct him as president, call him as president. And Mr. President, I was never told you your duties when I was installing your set and second. So the job is to make sure that your club is well run. Are you ready to do this? So, by my powers, I want to talk to you as the president of Akure Prestige Hybrid Lions Club. Congratulations. Now, the next thing is for, let mommy come, sir. Mr. Chairman, sir, allied leaders, distinguished guests, fellow lions, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the charter president of Akure Prestige Hybrid Lions Club. Mr. President, you can take a bow. You have taken over power, and then you strike the governor of the gavel as evidence that you are now in charge.
Our company of me as the president of Akure Prestige Lions Club, I, Lion Dr. Idesimi Emisi, hereby call this meeting to order at exactly 9 o'clock, 9:02 on January 13, 2023. Thank you. Of this charter presentation, Mr. Wale Akiterewa, who is actually the Honorable Commissioner for Finance of Edo State, the area leader, Area 8, Sam Epwood, who is joining online, my distinguished district governor, 441A, Lion, I am our past
Council Chairman, PCC, Lion Olumuyiwa Jegede, the first Vice District Governor, Lion Oforola Jegede, our past District Governor, Adedipe, and Mrs. Adedipe, who happen to be our guiding lion, Chief Launchers, Mr. Olasukomi Oyemi, who is represented by Mr. Ganiyu Ibrahim, Mr. John Alamu, the Group Managing Director of Capital State Holding, also represented by Mr. Bakole Sunday, our co-launchers, Mr. Bodi Omoyeni. Also, permit me to recognize our guest of honor, Mr. Pius Ayodele, the MD of Dortmund and Company Limited, Honorable Babakide Akeredolu, represented also this evening. Also, Honorable Barrister Benga Olani, the Executive Chairman of Akure South Local Government, Lion leaders present, Lions, and also our invested guests. Please permit me to also appreciate my mothers, Idaiko, Janet, Jayoba, and also the Guinness, Florence Imisi. You are welcome to our gathering this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to sincerely appreciate our area leader and permit me to scan through this so that we can save our time. My first encounter with him was during our convention in Warri, the multiple convention, and I was thrilled by his team titled Love is a Scam. And we tried to get him to Akure. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it after all the logistics has been made. So I appreciate him. I hope he's still online. Also, I want to specially welcome our district governor to Akure and to this official chattering of Akure Prestige Lions Club. I welcome all the Lions leaders, particularly our first Vice District Governor, Dr. Oforola Jegede, and our handsome spouse, my mom, the past council chair, for also gracing this occasion. It is with great pleasure and honor that I, Lion Inesomi Bisi, on behalf of the Board of Directors, club officers, and members of Akure Prestige Lions Club, welcome all to this charter presentation of our dear club, investiture of officers, and raising of funds for our service year project in this hospitable city of Akure. I feel humbled, honored, and with deep sense of responsibility, accept the highest office given to me to serve as the charter president of our great club for the year 2022-2023 Lions year. Akure Prestige Lions Club was chartered on the 4th of April 2022 with the full support of our guiding lions, PGD Adekunle Adedoyin, and his beautiful wife, Lion Yabode Adedipe, with the blessings and approval of our immediate past district governor, Fortune Wakasola. She was also to be here, promised to be here today, but because of some inconveniences, she wasn't able to make it. We know our guiding lions love football, especially our PGD, but he was physically present with us on our last meeting, which happens to be the same day the finals of the World Cup was played, December 18, 2022, the same time, 5 p.m. But I decided to be with us and, was unable to watch Mbappe versus Argentina. Pardon me, France versus Argentina. We all know how much love he has for our club. I want to appreciate him dearly for this club. For the sake of time, we passionately appeal to you all to support us with generous donation while we assure you that every coupon donated today will be put to judicious use. Mr. Chairman, Lions leaders, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Akure Prestige Lions Club has done this assessment of projects with the greatest impact in our community, and we want and ready to serve. These projects are to complement the efforts of government in Akure and Ondo states, and some of them are as follows: renovation of the dilapidated block of classrooms at Akure Secondary Commercial. The principal, she is there, we had a tour, and what we saw, definitely we need to do something to put that school in a better position. Also, we have also located 2 positions 2 locations in Akure where we want to put our motorized borehole because of the fact that the solar borehole may not really serve us in that location. So we have the Okiaro and Oshine also. Today, the DG was also present with us to present and commission our first project as a club at Nigeria Immigration Services. The assistant controller was there and we had a very well welcome. So I want to appreciate our DG again for taking time out of his busy schedule today to still be with us and have our first project as a club commissioned by him. So we also have construction of sanitary facilities, free healthcare training in partnership with eye centers and all that. It is my hope that within my service here, that we'll be able to collaborate and form partnership that works with our members, other Lions Club and financiers to ensure that we're able to finish the enlightened projects and build a sustainable foundation for the growth of our dear club. I believe my first vice president will definitely take over a better club than the way we are starting today. It is my pleasure to welcome you all again to our beautiful session in Akure and also this opportunity that presents to us the opportunity to impact more lives today. In Lionism, our service is our heritage. In Lionism, we serve and together we can serve better. Thank you all and God bless you.
The Lions Club members who rose up to take that song. And to our distinguished guests here present, starting with the chairman and chief launchers and special guests of honor and special invitees and Lions leaders here present, that brief song encapsulates all we do in the Lions Clubs. And if you listen to the speech of the guest speaker earlier tonight, you will find that he had really done a lot of activities that we carry out in this association, whereby we usually request for funding from our guests at our ceremonies. You know, we can't do it alone. Just like government cannot do it alone, and that's why we partner with government in everything we do. So we are happy to have you all here this evening. And the major crux of this ceremony tonight, simply put, is just to raise funds to assist this young elderly gentleman, president of Akure Lions Club, to raise funds for the projects he wants to carry out during the 1 year tenure he has. And mind you, he has just 1 year to do all these things he has to do that. 1 year only. You cannot do more than 1 year. However good or bad you are as a leader in the Lions Club, you cannot do more than 1 year. So please let us all rise up to the occasion and assist him raise funds. Okay, all right. Oh, my job is quite easy. Tonight, you know, I can finish jogging and smiling. Don't laugh, but just smile, 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 smile. Because we have the job already, is already taken off. Well, let me start with what we have already, so that I will encourage those of us who are to be called upon to do the needful for this great club that we are charting tonight officially. Now, before I do that, I want to start with the chairman. I don't know, the chairman was up a little while ago. I will need the president to advise me on what the chairman wants to do for us or what he has done for us. Because we should, as a matter of right, start with the chairman, the Honorable Commissioner for Finance, our good friend. I'm comfortable. The chairman of this event is the Honorable Commissioner for Finance. We will not expect him to read out any figure publicly. But please let's pardon him for that. For he has gracefully and graciously assured that first thing on Monday morning, the club's account will be credited with a very, very, very generous sum that will make the club's members laugh, not just smile. Thank you very much, Honorable. What I can tell you about. Now, we have our donors here. Our special, our chief launchers. Let's start with Mr. Olasupomi Owoyemi, the Managing Director, CEO of Sunbirth Global Concepts, who are graciously, gracefully, and generously paid in the sum of 1.5 million naira to the club's account. I expect a bigger applause for this. Thank you here, graciously and generously paid me a sum of 1 million naira into the accounts of Akure Having Dance Club. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you. And thirdly is our special guest of honor, one of the special guests of honor, in person of Mr. Pius Ayodele, the Managing Director of Dortmund and Company, who are equally, this is a season of millions, but equally, gracefully, graciously, generously paid in a sum of 1 million naira into the club account of Akure Prestige Lions. Thank you very much. Now, the fourth in the reel of donors is Mr. Yemi Akaduri, who is one of our special guests here, who are equally, gracefully, and especially paid in a sum of 100,000 naira into the club account. It's a generous applause for him as well. Now, well, the Fidelity Southwest want people who don't want to be left out, they want to support one of theirs, who is one of their branch managers, who is the president of Akure Prestige Happy Lands Club. They are paid in collectively a sum of 200,000 naira into the club account as well. Now, these are very, very generous donations. I want to appreciate them all. Now, let's go in-house now. Those of us who are here. I'm sure we're going to start eating very shortly. It will be a buffet, and I'm sure we will go table by table. And we hope that will not disrupt what we seek to do tonight, that is fundraising. But when we now look into the hall, somebody here is our chief host. The chief host in the sense that if you are in the, where do they use mayor? Is it UK or US? US mayor. If you are in the US, one of the cities in the US, you say the mayor of Akure Kingdom. The mayor is here, Barrister Benga Olani. Please, we want to ask you to please kindly advise us on what to credit our accounts with.
Lion Missing, being the first charter president of Akure Prestige Garden, and I wish you successful tenure. Well, I'm going to support this club with 100,000.
I'm not sure it's there in person. The corps commander of Amoteku and special advisor on security matters to. But I don't want to go to her directly, but I must still talk to her because she's a member of the Lions Club and she does it every time like we equally do every time. We don't want to overstress ourselves, but I just want to tell Lion Doctor, so please don't make any public pronouncement, please. Just the president will come to you and please advise the club quietly. I appreciate you. God bless you.
Leaders, guests as well, and members that has used this opportunity to be present here today. The President send his gratitude. Thank you very much.
The Garden Lions too. Wọ́n dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn àlejò wa o ní pàtàkì màmá wa ìyá ìjọ St. Michael's Anglican Church àtẹ̀yìn ìyàwó iṣẹ́ o adúpẹ́ o ayọ̀ yín akalẹ́ lórí wa o adúpẹ́ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Thank all our leading lights from various clubs from Akure, the Garden Club, Akure Professional, Akure Metropolitan. Mr. President, Akure Metropolitan, we thank you. So please don't mind me. We appreciate you. Akure Topper, most sincerely, all the bankers, thank you for coming to support one of your own. We appreciate you. The cabinet officers who are here, we go home tomorrow morning by 7.